Greetings. A little rusty at this. I didn't do that on purpose. That's not good. That's not bad. That's not a gag. Greetings, everybody. This is Morning Eggnog. My name is James. With me, as always, Caleb.
Good morning, everybody.
So it's been a minute. The reason we've had such a weird, sketchy upload schedule is, you can tell if you're watching the video, we have a very not green screen background, and it's very janky looking behind us, and that's because I moved, and we've been busy, so we haven't been able to record a podcast till now.
Life and COVID and stuff.
Yep.
I'm too old for this stuff.
Too old for this stuff. Obligatory Marine who's... I didn't sign up for this crap.
Oh, no, that was from How I Met Your Mother.
Snacks on a plane?
They were like, we used to do this thing. It was like, I'm too old for this. We said stuff. That's what we said, stuff.
Stuff.
So they changed it so that all they say is stuff. Because you've seen Lethal Weapon, right? Yeah. I'm too old for this stuff.
Any TV version is always funnier about.
It is always funnier, especially if you're Samuel L. Jackson. It always gets better.
Oh, yeah.
We've talked about that.
So one of the articles we wanted to talk about today was very, very interesting and hits very close to home here. I was driving home from work one day, this week actually, and I'm driving around. I'm about 5 miles from home, and Caleb randomly calls me and says, "Hey, I have a craziest story to tell you. It happened in our town. Go."
All right, so I was pulling up to the stop sign in our little town, right next to our gas station, and I was heading to a job, and I'm sitting there. I just got off the phone with a customer, and suddenly I hear screeching tires. I'm like, "What the heck?" So I look over at the parking lot. And there's a green Dodge Charger flying backwards in reverse with a person chasing after it with a gun.
It's 1,200 people in this town.
There's not very many people.
Nothing happens.
We don't see guns very often.
Being wielded at other people.
Wielded at vehicles.
We see guns constantly, but it's normally rednecks.
Usually rednecks. So I'm like, this is happening really quickly. So I assume something's going down, whether it's a robbery, or it was a beautiful car, could have been stolen. I didn't know.
It was actually a Challenger Hellcat.
Was it a Challenger Hellcat?
That's what the article said.
I thought it was. Anyways,
it was two Hellcats, which are $80,000 to $100,000 cars.
Ooh, anyways, it was sexy. It was a beautiful
nice
car. Anyways,
700 horsepower.
So I take my van because I'm in my big giant work van, and I block my intersection because just trying to keep things contained. Hopefully, the cops show up in time to take care of it. So the person does a wheelie and he heads off in the other direction. Down west side of the road. And I'm like, well, nothing more I can do. So I pull into the parking lot. The person with the gun goes running back into a different vehicle. I think it was a white vehicle. Because this was happening. This was under like 15, 20 seconds. It was super fast.
Oh, my gosh.
Jumps in the vehicle and goes tearing off after the car. And then I'm sitting there going, what just happened? And then here comes the police finally. So our good old Stryker police comes flying around the corner and heading down after him.
And so he tells me that story, and I'm just driving going, what? In our small town? That's never happened. That's stuff that doesn't happen.
I'm like, James, this is too exciting not to share.
And so I was like, oh, well, thanks for telling me. And so I get to a stoplight, and then there's two sheriff cars coming towards me. And they fly past me and go towards, because I'm going to, how do I explain this to people that aren't in our area? I'm going to a town that's east, and he's in a town that's
west.
I said that backwards.
I'm west of.
Yeah, you're west of Archbold. Anyways, I was going towards Archbold, and anyways, just two cars fly past me towards his town. So I don't think much of it. I know what's going on, kind of, because he told me. And then I'm going down the road, going straight to town. And I'm just sitting in traffic, and there's a car passing people. And I'm in town. You aren't supposed to pass people in town. And then a gray and green car flies past me. And I go, oh, oh, that's where they
That's where they went.
that's where they went. And so I called Caleb. I said, well, I was just in it. I was just in the car chase. And then a cop comes flying by, and I do my snitching, horrible civic duty, and I roll down my window, and I point to where the road they turned down.
Nice.
So I'm a snitch. But for the rest of the evening, there's cop cars and blockades everywhere in town because they didn't catch him for quite a while.
Were they in Archbold, like just driving around Archbold?
Yeah, they're just
because
driving
they're
around.
basically stuck in Archbold. What a terrible town to be stuck
No
in.
kidding.
It's so tiny, so they're just basically doing little donuts here and there because they're stuck in Archbold. Anyways, so
then he sends me the article.
yeah.
Oh, I was gonna have you read it because you found it.
Well, you can read it. That's fine, unless you prefer me to read it.
Yeah, you read it.
Okay, I will read it.
It's your story.
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it's our story.
It's our story.
Yeah. 2 Cleveland residents in custody after leading police on chase and stolen vehicles through Archbold. Officers pursue the suspects after receiving reports of a stolen vehicle from our local Chrysler and Dodge dealer. Archbold, Ohio. 2 Cleveland residents are in custody following a police chase in the village of Archbold on Monday. Officers report a call of a stolen vehicle just after 4:30. According to the Archbold Police Department, the incident occurred at Terry Hendricks Chrysler. Officers began to pursue 2 vehicles. Neither driver stopped for officers. I wonder why. One of the vehicles, a black Dodge Challenger Hellcat, stolen from Strongsville.
Yeah.
So was there? So they
There was 2 cars because that's what I found out because it's the.
so they stole it from 2 different locations then, because that says Strongsville.
Oh no, you were right. It is a wait. So it's a Charger Hellcat, not a. Okay, so there's a Challenger Hellcat and a Charger Hellcat. That's where I got confused.
Yeah.
Okay, so you did see you saw the. They're both. Anyways.
I don't know because it looked like a 4-door to me.
Yeah.
But like I said, it was happening so fast. Officers continue to let's see.
This is the sad thing. The $80,000 car.
Yeah.
One of the vehicles, a black Dodge Challenger Hellcat, stolen from Strongville, crashed
That's so sad.
in between these 2 roads. The driver, 29-year-old Tyrone. That's not Tyrone. What am I saying? Thorne Carrington.
Why would you name your son Thorn?
No. Thorne Carrington of Cleveland was arrested and charged with grand theft auto of a motor vehicle and failure to comply with other order or signal of police officer.
Yep. Officers continue to follow the second vehicle, a stolen green Dodge Charger Hellcat, which was located on the West Street. A search of the area and tips from residents led the arrest of the second driver, which is 21-year-old.
I think we figured it out. It's Destiny. It's Destiny. Deztaney.
Oh my gosh.
Destiny.
Who spells these things?
I don't know.
I feel sorry for some people. Anyways,
of Cleveland.
Spencer was charged with grand theft of a motor vehicle and failure to comply with the order or signals of police officers.
Now, the name Destiny Smith may sound familiar. An Ottawa County Sheriff Office was looking for a woman by the same name. Spencer is accused of stealing an Ottawa County Sheriff Deputy's cruiser after a crash back in December.
How did she get away?
Spencer stole and crashed 3 different cars that day,
And she got away?
according to this little tidbit.
Good job, Archbold. You caught yourself a grand theft auto person.
Oh my gosh, this sounds exactly like Grand Theft Auto.
That's basically
You wreck
what
your
it
car,
was.
you rip somebody out of their car, you take their car.
Then this girl's only 21 years old, so we're gonna share more.
When we know more, we'll share more.
Yep, I'm excited to see my vehicle in action.
That'd be
Our vehicles in action.
Our
Hey, there we are, right there. So this is James and I's story of being in a high-speed car chase. Yay!
Yay! Now, on completely different news, cat reunited with owner after 11 days in an airport ceiling.
Hey, could you just imagine? You're just sitting there waiting, and suddenly you hear.
And then they
What the heck? You know the sound cats
angry
make when they're
cats.
like, hey, find me. I'm here. Find me.
On January 8th, a cat that escaped from her owner at security checkpoint in New York's airport was returned to a distraught traveler after spending 11 days hiding in the hub's ceiling. Taylor Lee said she was in the process of... Oh my gosh, it jumped.
Don't you hate that
I
when
had
it
to
does that?
load an article. Taylor Lee said that she was in the process of moving from New York to Orange County, California, when she booked a Christmas Eve flight for herself and her 6-year-old cat,
Tinkles.
Lee said TSA agents had... What? Oh,
I think it's Mujai.
Mujai. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. I'm an idiot.
Or Mushi.
TSA agents had to remove Tinkles from her carrier at the security checkpoint to check for bombs.
Oh, no.
No, it just says security checkpoint.
I know. They had to get her out to check.
Could you imagine
We
being
need to check your cat.
Oh, my gosh.
Make sure you didn't put anything in the cat.
Despite her protest,
Oh, my gosh.
Despite her
she's a beatboxer. We
Protest-
just don't know it.
that her why despite her being upset that her feline was likely to flee, they said the cat panicked as predicted and led her owner and the airport staff on a chase that ended when the cat climbed a series of platforms into a ceiling and closed and disappeared.
Oh, okay. Okay, so where's the video of that? Because I want to see a bunch of people chasing a cat.
It's not featured with the article.
It probably isn't because they don't want to show themselves looking ridiculous at the
Probably
airport.
not.
They're probably like,
No.
we can't do this. This is bad publicity. And I want to be like, that sounds hilarious. I want to watch a bunch of security guards and this crazed lady chasing after a cat. Could you imagine just like, meow? Is that a cat? And all these people go flying by. It's like a high-speed chase for, hey, it's another Hellcat.
He's having his 4th child. He's allowed to make these jokes.
Ah, yes.
The Queens Lost and Found Pets group received a word that the cat's plight on Facebook. The pet flying advocacy group Where Is Jack Incorporated became involved.
This is a legit company?
Became involved and helped the owner arrange for a tracking dog to visit the airport. The dog, a golden retriever named Abby, indicated that the cat was still in the ceiling, and the owner caught a flight back to New York. She attempted to lure the cat out of the ceiling, but the cat didn't emerge. Finally, 11 days after the cat had fled from security, the owner received word that she had emerged and had been safely caught in a trap.
I probably were setting out like food, like live trap food things.
This time, when she travels, she has the TSA harness her, and I'm going to insist on having a private screening.
So this was one very expensive cat for several people.
If you think about all the man hours and all the time that was put into it, yeah, that was an expensive cat.
Yeah, I wonder if she's going to sue them for not. But I don't think you can.
I don't know if that'd be their issue because they're probably covered under the, well, you could have had a bomb in your cat.
Exactly.
You know, that law. You could have had a bomb in your cat.
Yeah, the bomb and cat. Why can't they walk it through the?
Now I realize what I just said, and that can be a double entendre. Continue.
Why can't they walk it through the little, raise your hands and spread your legs thing?
They hold its little arms up.
Oh. There's little holders for the cat.
It looks like shackles.
It's like, this is disturbing.
Probably because it's disturbing for the owners.
Yeah.
This is quite disarming.
Oh, I remember when those things used to be a big deal. Like, people threw a fit.
Well, yeah, people didn't want their booty pics out there.
Yeah, because they were pretty...
Detailed?
They were pretty detailed, as I recall. And then I think they dumbed them down a little bit.
Yeah, they're like, okay, we don't need to see the curvature of all your junk.
We just need to make sure there ain't nothing there.
Oh, my.
Oh.
Well, that's a deep subject.
What, that there's something there?
No, I said, well.
Huh.
That's the response I expected. Well, thank you so much for joining us. Be sure to check us out on iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, and Podbean. And to watch, subscribe, and like, and comment something mean on YouTube.
Why have we started
James
playing
Hawk's
with our
podcast.
chords?
Because
We've never done this before.
I don't think we should play with our chords on camera, Caleb.
I don't know why we started doing this.
Because it's fun. They're so long.
They're just so...
This is not good.
Anyways.
These chords. If you have a green screen suggestion, send it to us at morningeggnog at gmail.com. And someday, I have thought about it recently, we do have a design. It's a reference to an old podcast. We do have a design for merch. We just haven't gotten through with it because we're busy. So, maybe looking out for that.
Yep.
As far as I know, that's about it. Have a wonderful morning, noon, or night.
See ya.